Hi y'all, this is Beryl at Cajun Cooking TV, and we are here tonight on a Saturday night at the Stokes house, and I have a special treat for Mike Stokes sitting over there. He's gonna be so excited. So last week we had smothered potatoes because I wanted some of my mama's cooking, but this Saturday, this is something his mama used to make, so it's pretty special for him. So stay tuned. All right, folks, so back to Super Saturday at the Stokes house. We have some ingredients out here, but I have a batter station out. I have a pan to fry something with oil, and I have an onion and some mushroom soup. So I need to put together my battering station here, and I have a half a cup of all-purpose flour, just general flour. I have 2 eggs and some milk. I'm gonna mix this up. Just whisk that up. Try not to make a mess, Beryl. I'm gonna put that in my tray number 2. Alrighty. And then I have 1 cup of Italian breadcrumbs. So how about that? So these are neat little trays so they don't make a mess. These are my battering trays. So 1, 2, 3. And what are we making today? We have some fresh cut pork chops, and not just any old pork chops. These came from Iverson Farms here in Baton Rouge, and they have a shop where you can go and get fresh cut meat. So Mike said, I want some pork chops, and the guy said, how thick? And so this is what we have. These are beautiful, and they have the part that I like, which makes them like a porterhouse steak. It has the filet part on each one of them. So we actually have 4, but I'll show you how to cook 2 of these, because if I cook all 4, Mike Stokes gonna eat them all. So I have some seasoning here. My go-to stuff: celery salt, black pepper, Cajun, Tony's Chachere's Cajun seasoning, and garlic powder this time. So a 1/4 teaspoon of each. Just mixed it all together, and I'm gonna coat these pork chops with this seasoning on both sides. And while I'm doing that, I have my burner here on medium heat so it can start to heat up. I need some gloves. Hold up. I just can't. Okay, got these seasoned. I might start sneezing in a second, so just have to wait and see. So in my battering trays, 1, 2, 3, I've got flour. We're gonna put these in the flour, and this flour helps the egg stick to the meat. Put that there, put that there. And then thus, the result is our breadcrumbs will adhere to the pork chop. I'm gonna get these good and coated. And I have a little plate over here. All right, these are good and coated. I'm getting my oil in the pan. I can feel it getting hot. And then we'll fry up these pork chops.
You're a stinking cook.
You're the fry cook. If it was you, you'd be squirting water on it.
Well, yeah, then I'd know if it's ready or not.
You sure would. Well, I'm going for it. There we go. It's ready. Two of them bad boys in the pan. All right. So I'm gonna cook these till they're brown on both sides. Try and keep some splatter down. Pretty pork chop. Okay, we're back. I've got pretty pork chops here. I can't wait for Mike to try them. But before we do that, I gotta make a little sauce to put them in. Because Mike's mama, Betty Lou Stokes, sweetest woman in the world, would give you the shirt off her back. She used to make these, and we lived with her for about a year when we moved back from Florida. So she would make these for Mike. And she would do a pan with the fried pork chops and then put in a can of cream of mushroom soup to make a super good gravy. So I rough chopped some onions here. I put a little of that oil that I already fried the pork chops in here. So I'm gonna cook these onions for a bit to get them translucent, and then I'm gonna mix this all together. And we'll have a smothered pork chop dinner. So I've sauteed these onions. They're looking good, smell good for sure. And now I want to put in my cream of mushroom soup. I like this kind in the can, not the can, whatever this package is called.
They're known as a carton in the trade.
A carton. Got it. So I'm gonna get this stirred up. Now, Mike told me while we were off camera, I had forgotten this, but Betty Lou actually would take the skillet with the oil in it, all that oil, and then use all of it. I didn't quite remember that part, but I'm gonna skip it. All right. That's too funny. So what I'm gonna do is, it's only 5 o'clock. That's just too early to eat. That's like what my dad and my stepmom eat and other OPs, and that is just not me. So I'm gonna put my pork chops in here. And that's where we have some smothered pork chops, because we're gonna let these continue to cook on low.
For a long, long time.
For a long, long time, or at least until I can make some rice. And I'm gonna put the top on. I've turned it down to low. And I'm just gonna let these smother. And I'll, and once it gets bubbly, I'll put some more of the liquid, the cream of mushroom soup to make the gravy on top of the pork chops too. So we'll come back and show you the finished product when we have it all put together. All right, y'all, it is 6:30. It is time for dinner on a Saturday night at the Stokes house. And so while we were waiting for this gravy to cook, I made some rice. So I got Mike some Zatarain's rice here. Just gonna spoon it on this plate. And he is in for a treat. So I'll get this out. Put it on our rice. OMG. That looks good enough to eat. Put a little more gravy in there. Man, we should have made some of them country biscuits. Have to do that tomorrow. Make my mama proud on Mother's Day. All right, y'all. That looks awesome. Thank you so much for joining us on Cajun Cooking TV. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe and press that bell notification so that you'll receive a notice when a new video is available. And I'd also like to remind you that we have a cookbook called Cajun Cooking Made Easy, and a link for that is also down below with some other helpful information about our channel. So, see you next time. How is it?
It's just wonderful.
Good as Mama used to make?
Yes.
What's the matter? pork chop? Pork chop? I already gave them some. No pork chop for you.
It's a wrap.